Yeah, the definition of that word. Emotionally, it's a freeing experience. It allows you to look at yourself and other people very objectively. After my first time doing E, it was like an interesting way to connect with other people that I had never met before. You know, it's sometimes hard to make really, really good friends, but then, you know, you do ecstasy together and all that comes out and all your inhibitions come out and all the walls come down. All too often people argue and their egos get involved. And when you're on ecstasy, that ego is gone. Physically, the sensation of touch increases in its immediacy. You see people massaging each other, or you see people giving big, long hugs, because all of a sudden they're so much richer, sweeter.
But what does ecstasy do to someone on a dance floor among hundreds of sweating bodies?
If the music's pumping loud enough and you happen to be on ecstasy, if you lie close to the speakers, the whole ground vibrates, and that can be an overwhelming sensory experience.
The drug and the setting make for a mind-bending cocktail, driven by BPM, beats per minute. Yesterday's disco rhythm has been harnessed to a spiritual high. Rave music's bass lines race at 130 to 150 beats per minute, roughly as fast as the heart of a fetus beats in the womb. And able to alter consciousness, as a chant or mantra does.
That can be a catalyst for realizing, on some level, all human beings are locked into the same rhythms. But without anyone to lead the way, you can get lost, and people do get lost.
Well, there are some adventurers who challenge the taboos of their culture and see what's on the other side. All of us do that in some limited way. Some people do it in very dramatic ways. That's one way that cultures grow. So it's a capacity that we want to preserve. On the other hand, it's a way of destroying culture because it destroys the very landmarks of how we put the world together. And so people do that at great peril to themselves socially.
In dismantling the controls society imposes, drug users may see their own lives disintegrate. The data aren't complete, but evidence suggests that E permanently alters the brain, impairing the ability to feel happiness. Users admit the aftermath of taking ecstasy can be depression. Ravers face other risks. Black market pills can contain substances even more dangerous than ecstasy. With no shaman guiding the experience, they could be gulping chemical garbage.
In some cultures, without having a shaman intermediary, the taking of a drug substance would be irrelevant.
What's up, Beth? How you doing?
Kamari Clark.
How are you doing? I was
Yale
thinking to make just little scribbles.
A lot of consequences.
I'm looking at my inventory that's going out tomorrow. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 packages.
I do see people.
6 packages to mule out, and that I can only do 3 first.
For me, it comes
I'm doing fine.
It's dangerous when you think you can do ecstasy every weekend for the rest of your life, and there are not going to be some really serious consequences.
Yeah, I can only do 3 of them first because I got the labels. I'll go get the labels for the other ones, but I will also, on the way, do a storage unit show, which means I will be carrying more back. And new deliveries. Probably.
Would you take it? And would you share it with
almost a guarantee for one, because I owe him, apparently. I made a mistake somewhere, which is fine. I'm sure I can do it.
Outsiders
I'm hungry.
call it peyote. The Huichol, an indigenous tribe in western Mexico, call it ikuri, and they teach their children to use it.
The food's in there. The food's in there. I just got spoiled a little appetite, because
but Mexico permits the tribe to use it.
Didn't care to deliver it to me. They made it my fault.
The Huichol believe peyote leads to the spirit world. To get there, they must set out on a pilgrimage. One that starts with a legend.
I'll try it. Anyway.
At the dawn of time,
You probably won't be on Saturday?
He shot straight.
I went through records to make keep boxes. Oh my gosh. I got huge keep boxes. I really don't want that. I don't want to keep that much stuff. It's kind of crazy. But they really are like all basically worth keeping. And some of them are doubles.
Ever since Huichol have visited this sacred,
you do get to work at an auction. Awesome. Yep. That's cool. I'm glad to hear that, Beth. When do you think you might go live, actually? When do you think you might go live?
Parents explain the journey to children who will taste the holy cactus for the first time.
Let's see what animals Let's see. Let's try a game. Okay. I'm just going to answer him without really thinking. And we'll just see what animal he's thinking of this time. Yes, no, I don't know. I'm just going to answer basically random. I'm not going to listen. So I'm going to play with Jin, but I'm not going to listen. I'm just going to take whatever he says. No, I won't. Okay.
To the Chihuahua Desert in western Mexico.
I'm not going to listen. Or I don't know. Okay, sure. It depends. Certainly I can do this.
It's legendary because it's a natural. It's a natural.
It depends.
They used to say this expander of mind.
No.
That's what I thought. Mexico
of course.
bans
Thinking one.
But doesn't allow the tribe its rituals.
It depends.
All right. Mario, 17, balances between cultures. He's growing up in the modern world.
I don't know.
But he's also making his first peyote pilgrimage. His father, Mauricio, will teach him to use and respect the sacred cactus.
No.
I followed my father when I was young.
No.
He showed me where peyote grows. But then when he was 50. Now I'm taking my son for the first time. So he'll learn about
I don't know.
ways.
People everywhere don't classify drugs in the same way. In a given ritual context,
it depends.
The thing that we call drug is simply a way to facilitate a new shift in stages or states of being. But it's not the religion itself.
It depends.
Not at all.
Okay. The tribe's shaman, Don Jesus, hopes to pass on this tradition and
I don't know.
to his children, 7-year-old Francisco and baby Jesus.
No.
The Huichol once made the journey on foot, a trip that took 45 years. Don't tell me. Now they live in a world of property lines.
You can't be wrong.
So, am I right?
Yes.
Many leaving their village for the first time. Didn't you? But
no.
I'm smarter than you.
Yes.
One more round.
No.
See you soon, friend.
Yes, you are my best friend. A monkfish. I do not know what a monkfish is, but I'm assuming there's water there.
In their minds.
And then,
with 21 people, quarters are closed, but this is all part of their rite of passage. Discomfort is the pilgrim's payment for a glimpse of God.
I'm assuming there's also like reeds.
Make a journey.
You know what I mean? There's like reeds coming out of there, right? Or this monkfish. Now, I don't know what a monkfish is, so I'm going to make something else, which will be musical annotation, which will be jot, 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 jot.
The Huichol reached the outskirts of the sacred desert
jot,
of Chihuahua.
Jot, jot,
they stopped first at a sacred lake
because
to pay
of
respect
the Gregorians, because it's a monkfish. Now the fish, again, let's see, we got more of those.
First-time pilgrims don blindfold.
More of a water flow though.
This
More of
body
a
of
water
water
flow
has
though.
been a key
More of a
way
water flow
station
though. But
on
the
Beach
fish has to
pilgrimage.
follow a line and jump
The
and
sight of
jump
the
and jump
waters
again and
always
jump and
inspired
jump and
awe.
jump again and jump and jump and jump again and jump and jump
Now,
and jump again
it
and
also
jump and
brings
jump and jump
sadness.
again and jump and jump and jump again and jump.
Ranchers drain the lake to water cattle, imperiling the sacred site. Once vast, this holy place has shrunk to a puddle.
Okay, but there's no fish present yet.
The pilgrims move on.
Bah! What's up, Kyle? How you doing? Boo! Boo! Bah! How you doing, Catherine? Bah! Bah! Okay, there's no fish here yet. What do I think of when I think of fish? Oh, here we go. These type of shapes. They asked if there was fins. They asked if there was fins. They asked if there was scales.
3 days into the journey, they reach their destination. More cacti live here than anywhere else on Earth.
Petals, there has to be petals. Like I said, there's
Youngsters must pay attention.
What's interesting
Someday,
about these reeds is that they're open leaves. Open leaves.
The shaman knows.
And then what is that?
This is the place. Here the peyote buttons grow.
And there's
Pure
no
in mind,
fish, so what
chastened
about the
in
monk?
body.
Okay,
The pilgrims prepare to taste the food that summons the gods. Many religions have initiation rites that call for fancy clothes. To celebrate the day, little Francisco wears a brand new
the power of his hearing and the power of
These children will enter the tradition, a further bonding with parents and tribe.
More scale.
A new generation, Huichol, is about to experience the mysteries of peyote. With symbolic arrows, the Huichol reenact the creation story. In this ritual, the cactus achieves godhood, the incarnation of the mystical blue deer. The Huichol hunt as if for a wild animal. Replaying a myth dating to the start of time, the pilgrims track their prey. The Huichol believe only the pure of mind can see its new form. The legend lives. Once again, the deer transforms itself into the peyote cactus. Coming up, parents initiate their own children in religious drug ritual. The Huichol pilgrims easily find the first peyote buttons, perhaps heralding a good crop. Though they gather a year's worth of peyote, the Huichol treat the land with care. They know it takes these slow-growing succulents.
Hey, I'm doing good, Ganja King. How you doing, man? I'm just sketching. I'm sketching like impressions based on what the toy said, because I made it with none of my thought and
that's why the
left
Huichol
it to the toy.
are careful in quote-unquote harvesting the root of the cactus.
The harvesters leave enough root.
How you doing, Ganja? It's nice to see you, G. How is it out there?
In his father's footsteps, Jose Luis quickly learns the art of gathering buttons, along with the art of being Huichol.
My son is learning the songs and legends of our people.
I said I can.
We are not going to live forever. As soon as one grows older, one dies. But your path continues through your children. That is how we live on. And that is why I bring him as a child to learn from the land.
Not everyone has such respect. The Huichol have competition for peyote buttons. Travelers from other countries who seek the cactus for pleasure, not worship. Once rich with the sacred cacti, the desert is being picked clean.
Working on it.
Overharvesting threatens the pilgrims.
Working on it. Sketching impressions. Sketching impressions.
It's time to give thanks. The shaman blesses the pilgrim. Fathers and sons receive the first dose. As their parents did, adults share the peyote with their children.
It seems to me the question of parents teaching their children to take peyote is not a question of whether or not parents ought to instruct children in religious mysteries. Of course they should. In this highly ritualized fashion, the object of all of these constraints and controls on it is not to be reckless with it, to understand that it has deep and magical power that has to be very respectfully treated.
Like
the bubble tastes harsh.
Like brassy music. Brassy music.
True visions demand that the pilgrims chew long into the night. The peyote takes hold. Their senses send them on a journey, not across the land.
Then I need colors. I need to put colors.
Guided by the shaman,
there's already lines, which suck, but that's okay.
And encounter their god.
A god is by
they'll be used. I'll use them. I'll tilt them. I'll tilt them when I'm finished. I'll kind of cut it out in like decoupage or something.
They speak to the god.
So I'll
the
tilt
god
the
speaks
lines,
to them.
and it'll be cool.
The god is no longer that which is.
Maybe I'll write in another direction, which will force your brain to
is not
change the brain. If I write words, it'll force your brain.
The ritual recollects the creation of the world, a time of beauty and peace. Their offerings have pleased the dear God. Until they return for the next harvest, he bestows his blessing.
I'm glad your family's good. I'm glad life's good, man. The weather, hey, can't do anything about the weather. I don't worry about it. But family's doing good. Your life's doing good. That's important. People, man.
While
glad.
Some
Take care of your
find
garden and your people.
Many
right?
nations suppress peyote.
Do that. Take care of the garden. Take care of the crops. Take care of the people.
To societies steeped in rationalism, drugs that transport more than treat seem a threat.
Consciousness is about the most important human possession there is. It's not really going to
look at my cheap little
case that cultures simply are indifferent to drugs because of their impact on that thing which is so important to us, which is our consciousness.
Drugs that alter consciousness can damage us. A strong incentive to contain and control those experiences. But some say cultures that choose prohibition may deny themselves potential benefits.
We always lose whenever we impose taboos and restrictions. But the conundrum is that we need taboos and restrictions in order to order and classify the world in which
natural
we live.
Makeup, no
So we always lose and we always gain.
Even societies that embrace the drug experience impose gatekeepers who limit access to the vision and guide those who dare to embrace the taboo.
Cheers. There's like smoke still in my lungs with that burp. Excuse me for the burp. I love broken.
The forbidden, the sinful, the taboo. Behaviors that divide cultures and inspire fear. But our differences may be what make us all human.
Health is the font of human happiness. When our bodies fail, we consider any potential
Let's smoke that shit. Oh, that nice ash in the side. There's the ash. I mean, inside there's the ash, you know? Makes it real nice. Yeah, I put colors in that, and that means actually. Let me go get them, man. That means fluorescente. It means fluorescence. You know what I mean? Let me go get them. I want to get the fluorescente.
But outside the limits of science lies another universe of healing, one that uses surprising and unorthodox methods. In this hour, travel to East Africa, where people believe a healing spirit invades a woman's body every 2 weeks.
So you hit that by getting the highlighter. You hit that by getting the highlighter. So yeah, I gotta think about which way I'm gonna turn them. The lines that already exist. I gotta think about that before I go. In the color.
Modern medicine, blood ritual.
Okay, so I'm gonna look at it. See some directions I haven't looked at it yet. What's going on in that way? Oh yeah,
Called the cradle of humanity, Ethiopia sustains the oldest of human tradition.
There we go.
Once, this culture wore a veil of secrecy. Now modern medicine has come to the capital, Addis Ababa. But in rural Ethiopia, the old ways still prevail.
Approaches to healing are very different around the world.
Kamari Clark is an anthropologist from Yale University.
Gonna have to be mostly a thing.
There's very little that unites us when it comes to these healing practices. And I think it would be a mistake to see them as similar. What unites us is different.
30 miles from Addis, the village of Debre Zayet prepares for a special ritual. From miles around, the ill and injured come, hoping to see the one person they believe can help.
I didn't want this. I never thought that I would be the one.
Lomi Demi is 45 years old. She has a husband and 4 children, but her community extends much further.
Pink is going to be the main.
She's a high priestess of Erecha, one of Ethiopia's oldest indigenous religions. Every 2 weeks, a healing spirit called Arsedi takes over Lomi's body.
It's like a dream when Arsedi enters. It's something that's happened for a long, long time. I don't know how it all happened.
3 of her relatives have played this role, which began for Lomi 20 years ago. She was living elsewhere until on a trip home, her life changed.
It's like a headache. Things are spinning around. I was like a drunk. It started singing in me, talking to me, identifying himself.
Suddenly, irresistibly, completely, Arsedi possessed her. Since then, he has returned every 2 weeks.
This is the real color here. This is what it's really going to be.
I have no choice on the subject. You don't make choices. I will not leave him. I will be with him until I die.
It's a concept outsiders might find preposterous.
When you're talking about healing, that is not our way of healing. You're talking about a complex system of beliefs that are all tied together.
Edgardo Krebs is an anthropologist from Argentina.
Spirit possession is scary because it implies the loss of your own person. You are invaded by someone else that occupies, and you are no longer in control of your acts or of your thoughts.
Each time Arsedi comes, the village holds a ceremony, but today's is especially important. Once a year, believers sacrifice a male calf and a lamb to the spirit. Here, sacrifice is a way of asking Arsedi to answer prayers.
We sacrifice for peace, for healing, for protection, not only for us, but for the whole country.
Alright, now the most distasteful color is going to come again.
Offerings at the sacrificial site. Some have walked for days to pray to our Seti and other spirits.
Today is a blessing night. All the other spirits will come and join us. They will all give us thanks. And we will give them thanks for what they have done for us. It's really a blessing day.
They come when they are sick. They come when they have problems. They come because it's an ancient ritual and they're honoring it.
Outsiders might not understand the idea of visiting a healing spirit, but many here have come for a common reason. They have tried everything else and nothing has worked. Farmer Sheto Bidada says Arsedi cured his ailing leg.
My foot was numb from the waist down, and I was in pain for 3 months. I used all my money on doctor's bills. I was not healed.
There we go.
He prayed and sacrificed to other gods without result.
I tried all the spirits and none of them worked. This one, Arsedi, he's the one who saved me.
Abera Borena has been praying here since childhood.
2 weeks ago, I came back. I had a problem with my foot. The spirit told me to put holy water on it.
The time has come to call the spirit. Congregants sprinkle honey and melted butter, symbols of health and plenty. Led by Lomi, they circle the temple, praying to the four corners of the earth.
We start asking the spirit to come and join us.
Lomi anoints the calf with a sweet, slick mixture.
I'm
then,
done.
in a quiet transformation, she enters a trance, and Arsedi is here. Deep, masculine grunts signal that the spirit is in control. Arsedi always steps into the temple. The sacrifice honors him. But he won't watch the killing. His spirit will oversee the rites, undertaken to make amends and restore balance to worshippers' lives.
Animal sacrifice is a way of atonement, of making amends for having created a certain imbalance in the universe. You restore that imbalance by offering the blood of an animal to a superior being, and by doing that, cleanse yourself and your group, and your balance is restored.
Abera washes his injured foot in the sanctified blood.
Ancient spirits told me to put my foot inside the blood when the bull is sacrificed. Arsedi told me you were going to feel better. You're going to see improvements in 2 weeks.
Death blesses the calf, making its meat holy. Worshippers prepare a sacred supper. Now the lamb comes under the blade, a sacrifice only for the spirit. Worshippers burn the carcass, which to some might seem a cruel waste.
Every culture has its own determination for what is cruel and what isn't, what is a taboo and what isn't. The key here is to think about the symbolic value that sacrifice brings forth.
Here, the sacrifice is a form of payment for the spirit's healing power. From within the temple, Arsedi accepts the offering. Briefly, the spirit departs, letting Lomi join in the feast. She needs her strength. When the spirit returns, he'll stay the night to hear worshippers' requests. Coming up, sick people meet the spirit of healing, who speaks to all.
I am not human. I will not die.
And later, and your body's own way to keep you healthy. The gold matrix You know, you hear me. Night falls quickly in Africa. At the temple, the faithful summon their protector, Asedi.
Whenever we pray or sing, we use the drum. Through the drum that we invite. We have a sacred song. We have sacred words we use. We didn't come up with these words. They came from him years and years and years ago. And we use these words to bring him, and that's how he comes.
This is the moment.
I know what I'm going to do with that, kind of. Kind of.
And again, Asedi makes his presence felt.
Not praying to you about it yet, but I kind of know what I'm going to do.
Again, the spirit moves his human form out of sight. Each believer prays for healing. Asedi always answers, but not always with a cure. The spirit speaks.
Give me your prayers, your thanks. Let today be a happy day for you.
The requests begin.
I haven't come for a while because I was feeling better. Now I'm feeling something. Would you please come and see me? Make me feel better.
Make me feel bad.
You will be
Please,
fine.
man.
You'll be
Please,
okay.
man.
I'll make sure of that. You
You'll be fine. You'll be cool, man. You'll be cool, man. No worry. No worry.
What can I do with my daughter?
Oh, look at me.
She's
I'm
so
happy
sick.
now.
Please
Oh,
Don't worry. She'll be fine.
Baby,
Every religion has its mystery.
you baking cookies? That sounds pretty awesome. How do you make cookies? You making chocolate chips? I make good cookies. I mean, no lie. I make good cookies. I'm a cookie fan. I'm a good one. I worked at Panera, you know. I had to learn how to bake.
Believes it has experience.
I worked at Panera.
in
I learned how to
success
finish
of these
desserts very, very well.
spells, offerings, and
So I can make your
sacrifices.
desserts look like
Who's
they're
to
more
say that they're wrong?
expensive type of
Carl
shit.
and Marvin
You know what I mean?
is a communication
Yeah.
professor.
And when I was a kid, I used to make candy.
We
Not
believe
candy,
in
but like,
science.
you know,
We don't
chocolates
really
for
understand it
people's
very well, most of us.
births and deaths and marriages
But we
and all
accept
that
on
kind of
faith
gates of
that
life
those who
bullshit.
do understand it would not
That kind of
send us
Italian
along the
shit.
wrong path in making its miracles work for us.
This woman has stomach trouble.
You know my problem. You know what is inside.
Cookies sound good though.
Please give me.
I am hungry. I got
You know
Taco
what is in
Bell's
my
from
stomach.
here.
Give me peace.
It was a bit of a bitch to get.
For hours, Arsedi has held court. Before vanishing, he makes a decree.
I'm not human. I will not die. If my medium dies, I'll go in someone else.
There you go.
I'm always there. Now I want to accept your thanks, the rituals you have performed for me, and then I'll go.
In an instant, the
I hope you're having a
spirit
great
has
night,
left.
and I hope your cookies are delicious. You wouldn't be baking them if they weren't.
Once the problems are taken
You're
care
already a
of,
good cook.
he leaves my body, and I'm free of that.
These sessions drain her.
You put any like baking powder when you make
Divine
cookies? I wonder
in
because
the form of
you know, I don't think it's 100%
caught
necessary,
up in
right?
their healing
But it
trance.
could cause a little kind of
people
cool
offer
rise,
themselves
right?
as
You ever
vessels.
put baking powder in? I don't know, man. Maltic acid? You ever put any maltic acid in? I've never fucked around
Sheto,
that
the farmer
hard
with
with
the bad
cookies,
leg,
but
yields to the
I do a little. Excuse me for the burp. Me a couple, me a couple. I'm not going to apologize if I
Makes you move in different ways.
Sorry for that.
We don't know where the spirit comes from. Does it come from the water, the air, the sky? I don't know. It's our culture. It's our tradition.
The celebration lasts until morning, a charge that will carry the faithful along until the next ceremony.
Faith is a very important part. It is assumed and it's understood that the doctor, the surgeon, the shaman embody a corpus of knowledge that allows them to perform on your body and to heal. So belief is at the basis of this transaction. It's a transaction.
Until the next time Arcedi calls, Lomi Demi will have her life to herself. The rational mind rejects the idea of spiritual healing, but faith is integral to the human experience. To underpin their methods, scientists and doctors have clinical studies. Healers rely on the power of belief. But what happens when a healing practice is forbidden by society? What if a healer told you the best way to feel better was to drink your own body's waste?
We don't tell everyone. I mean, just by nature of the strangeness of therapy.
I was not expecting the taste. I came out of the bathroom gagging.
In the desert harshness of the southwest U.S., faith finds an unusual backdrop. 10,000 years ago, these were vast grasslands across which hunters stalked buffalo. In time, temperatures rose, the prairies withered and died, leaving the brilliant dunes of white
Not
sand.
finished. There's another process I'm going to do.
The buffalo used to roam here centuries ago. You can still feel their energy and their dance.
Native American healer Pablo Falcon can sense the presence of his ancestors and their prey.
You feel the energy of each animal within you. So you dance like they dance. You dance what they feel. You become part of it.
For many generations, Falcons have been curanderos.
Curanderos are natural healers. Some say they're Indian healers. A person can heal through herbs, through energy, through colors, through vibrations, through food.
Today, Pablo is in the desert to meet a new patient, Sandra Farnsworth, and introduce her to his favorite therapy. She'll find his prescription tough to swallow.
They're all here. When they come to me and I tell them about urine therapy, they're going, I can't do this. People say we can't do that because our religion teaches us we can, our society teaches us we can. What we're going to do now is draw a pattern on the sand.
My first reaction, it was like, no. It's got to be your first reaction when you are so brainwashed against something.
In the universe, we're always one complete circle.
For Sandra, good health means preventive medicine. That puts her in the same camp as Pablo. He believes drinking your own urine boosts the immune system.
The urine, you drink it, will bring you back to you.
Sandra faces a stubborn cultural barrier. In mainstream America, few ideas are as taboo as drinking your own urine.
You couldn't pay me to do that. I would say he's a weirdo. I'd say, no way, I'm not drinking that because that's so sick. And if you had some germs are in there, you'd probably catch the germs.
You're not supposed to drink your waste. You know, it's like you digging in the toilet, man. Eat your own.
But until then,
Sandra has to overcome her revulsion.
She's told by everything in her culture, and she's given every reason in the world, that this is just the worst possible thing you could possibly be doing with yourself, is taking into your mouth something that is just completely polluting. And this is exactly what the taboo is designed to produce, exactly this feeling.
To open Sandra's mind, Pablo performs an old ritual.
Here you feel the energy of Mother Earth, and it changes the personal perspective of where they're at. And here you don't have to work as hard on the person because they begin to feel the energy and begin to feel different. And they know what they can accomplish.
Sandra lives nearby. She's going home for her first taste. Though squeamish, she endorses alternative medicine.
The medical profession serves people who have created their own illnesses, basically, and they want to take care of the end result, not the root of the problem. And traditional and natural medicines teach you responsibility. Anybody that can use natural healing and not give me a medical prescription, I would opt for that.
Ready for your big day?
I don't know.
Why not? Well, what are you feeling right now?
Nervous.
Why are you feeling nervous?
So I have to work through my anxiety over this.
Yes. The thing is, a lot of people don't want to drink the urine. If they're really having a hard time drinking urine, they come to distinguish liver juice in the morning.
I happen to have a grapefruit. Right.
Because the taste of your body, a lot of people get turned off to it. I had one lady who was fine the first day and threw up the second day.
I drink a few seeds, but compared to what I'm going to, seed is nothing.
So if you're drinking something else, usually it cuts down the emotional aspect of it.
All the products of the body, spittle, urine, semen, mucus, pus, these are all dangerous things because they breach the boundaries of the body and it may be beyond our control. So some of the taboos that we impose are ways of reminding ourselves that we need to keep the body under control.
This is just in case you guys want a little shot.
Just add it to your glass a little bit. Not too much, just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Past the lips and over the gums. The gum stomach. Here it comes. Down.
That was a quick one.
Voila. I'm really glad that you let me do that with grapefruit juice. I'm feeling a sense of relief now that I have gone through this ceremony and I've drank the urine. I've completed it. It is mostly your head that gives you the problem.
According to Pablo, Sandra shortchanged herself when she diluted her dose. He's due to meet a patient who's ready to take her medicine straight, if her spirit can overcome her body's resistance. Coming up, a quiet room, a private lawn, and a glassful of your own fresh urine. Could you get it down?
Feel bad or evil about it.
Then, to diagnose his mentor's illness, a Bolivian healer conducts his own version of a CAT scan by ripping open a live guinea pig. Native American healer Pablo Falcon believes drinking your own urine is essential to good health.
The healing properties of urine is anything from clearing skin rash to working healing wounds. It works inside on the throat, so you won't get a sore throat. It works on colds. Without it, I'd be sick like everybody else every other time a cold flu virus comes by. I would not be as healthy as I am now.
Western medicine rejects the idea of seeking health by drinking bodily waste. But in India, Hindus have been doing just that for thousands of years.
The urine has been in the history books for a long time. In India, China, in Asia, in all those countries, urine has always been used as a way of healing the body. The yogis in India, to go on a spiritual quest, they would just fast on urine for 3, 4, 5 weeks, 6 weeks at a time.
When he fasted, Indian leader Mahatma Gandhi drank his own urine for spiritual as well as physical benefits. In the New World, native peoples did the same.
The American Indians used it to heal themselves. The medicines that they had was just the herbs plus their own urine.
Pablo studied traditional healing as a boy.
But I learned most of the stuff was from my 3 aunts. They showed me many different ways to take care of the body through herbs, through urine. the ideas that they taught me come back to me every time.
Pablo lives by his own prescriptions, starting each day with a glass of fresh urine. He says the flavor isn't what you'd expect.
When I drink this, to me it tastes like water. I've been drinking all my life, so to me it's as clear as water. And it's a very good feeling. It's a very homey feeling. And it's always safe to drink it, because you know it's you.
Believe him or not, all healers are judged by their results.
Healers in every society are accountable. They are accountable because they have to face up to the consequences of their practice. I mean, doctors can be sued in our society, and shamans in the Amazon can lose their lives if their ceremonies or their rituals to heal a person end up going wrong.
Conventional physicians say drinking urine won't poison you because it's sterile, but they dispute claims of health benefits. Pablo sticks to his principles.
The healing properties of urine is that the body makes its own antidote, what you need for the next day. It stops you from getting illnesses and stuff like that. But the urine is only as good as what food you eat, what you put into your body.
Look. They have a funny campaign now about sheets saying that their hamburgers sucked and they fixed them.
Sue Russell is struggling with her diet. Pablo
But I
says
got
urine
breakfast
therapy will
burritos
help
there
her
and they
achieve
made them.
nutritional balance.
But
She's
they tasted like
but
frozen
skeptical.
milk. It was really weird.
I do feel
I don't know
incredibly
how.
reluctant in that
They made
as
them.
is most
I
of
mean, I know I
society
held
used
them
to
for
seeing
too long
urine
and
as
ate them
discharge
later.
you don't use
But
when
why
it
would
has
they
already
taste
been
like frozen?
released. Drinking my own urine is just not
They
natural.
weren't like deep thawed. He rolled that kind of.
Pablo's faith must be strong enough for two. Sue is wavering.
Starbucks has the worst. Worse than Dunkin'.
I'm not into
Dunkin's
bugs
pretty
or
damn
anything,
bad.
drinking my urine or doing anything strange. I think it's
Dunkin' is bad.
so I
Dunkin' was much
rest more
better
on the
in the
healing
80s, even
aspect
though
of
it
it
wasn't
than
good.
keep in mind what I'm doing.
Pablo's drumming calms her.
I am so peaceful and restful right now. I knew I had to follow through with it.
Even so, Sue's gut is churning.
We think that modern culture is one in which there are fewer taboos than in traditional cultures, but we have plenty of our own. For her to go to a different culture and find out that the thing that is most polluting in her culture is exactly what she ought to be doing to heal herself must be one of the hardest things she's ever thought about doing.
The spirit is willing, but the flesh struggles. She hadn't expected such strong emotion.
It is definitely more difficult than I thought it would be. I kept leaning toward the healing aspect of it, and it means more
They're
than
doing urine therapy during
all the
tooth
reflections of
on
what
the
it means into
what is it?
society.
National
You go
Geographic
crazy if you
Taboo
feel
program.
bad or
It's
evil
the one
about
about
it.
drinking urine for therapy. Urine therapy.
Sue got that first sip down, but she and Sandra are on a long path. Pablo knows they may give up.
Oh no, Pablo! Pablo,
That's
please
not going to work.
save them,
Anything
Pablo,
for me. I said,
please.
well,
They need.
all I can do is
They
talk
needn't
about
give
it.
up.
It's up to you to do something with it.
What are you up to, man?
I'm not here to force you. I'm not here to tell you it's the right thing for you. You have to decide that for yourself.
I got a little bit of work ahead of me, man, to do by in the next 8 hours and sleep. sleep and do a little bit of work.
Especially when science seems impotent, we go on instinct, seeking answers and sometimes traveling into taboo territory.
Territory. Folks. He's speaking of territory.
That one has to discard
He spoke
of
of territory.
because they are strange or they look esoteric or exotic.
Often, the mind's own power to heal can obscure a cure's source. Still, people who are sick enough will try almost anything. Even a revered traditional shaman might seek a cure in the least likely place. What if you faced a choice between your own health and that of an animal? To be healed, would you let an innocent creature die? Far up in Bolivia's high plains lies the Curva. Here the Inca found their medicine and the healers who treated the empire's royalty. Through the generations, the Carawaya healers have preserved that legacy. The training is rigorous.
Since I was 15, I've studied about natural herbs, the amount to give to the sick one, whether the herbs give warmth or cold or temperate. It's from the time of my ancestors.
Don Maximo is still an apprentice healer. He has more to learn, but he knows much.
Cantuta for coughing. It's good for coughing.
He'll make these herbs into a potion to treat pneumonia.
I went out without
Modern
shades
science
today,
has verified
which is
some
bad because
Carawaya
I
remedies.
just can't see. I
But the
mean,
old methods and the new part
even
ways
then,
on one point. Blood
I did it.
In
Not,
many
I mean,
cultures,
yeah, I just did it on purpose.
Once, Inca priests climbed these peaks to kill victims.
My eyes turned out here.
Human
Tomorrow,
sacrifices, murdered to keep the empire strong.
I just didn't want to
Human
wear. I
beings
want a
go
new
through
pair.
great lengths
I guess I'll go Goodwill.
to venerate and propitiate their gods, and this has
I want a new
continued for ages.
The Carawaya worship the Earth Mother along with other spirits. Healers say when herbs alone won't cure, the mountains are asking a higher price. For this woman, Don Maximo's preparations will suffice. But soon, an emergency, hundreds of miles away, will demand far more.
Cheers, bud. I hope you and your family are doing good, man. How you doing, man?
Don Victor is Maximo's teacher. In Bolivia's capital, he's among the leading healers.
What are they gonna do? Ayahuasca or something?
The day's first patient is
He's
a
a
girl with a
curandero of
rash
some type.
that's resisting modern drugs. As the shaman examines the girl's skin, her mother frets.
I bought an antibiotic for her to drink, and nothing happened. Then Don Victor put some cream on it, and Don Victor's was much better.
Oh, it's the Don Victor cream.
With alcohol, he cleans the inflamed area. Then he applies an herbal salve. He says it'll work in tandem with the pills she's been taking.
Keep taking the antibiotic day and night. Don't touch her body with your
He
hands.
put some Noxzema on
Don't
her.
scratch when it itches.
He's like, this will
Because
fix
it will
you.
make it worse.
Put some Noxzema on her.
He could be any doctor treating a rash, but his next case requires a more complex treatment.
They're in the Andes or something, man. Oh, they just showed the mountain
In the
range.
witch's market, Don Victor shops for ingredients, including an unusual item.
Yeah, they're in the Andes, yeah.
You always use the fetus of the llama.
He's getting a llama
for
fetus.
everything. Work,
He needs one of those.
business. It's good for
Llama,
everything.
llama. Some people call it a llama. Llama. He's getting a llama fetus.
Such power doesn't come cheap. A dried llama fetus
A
costs
dried
what
llama
the average
fetus.
worker here earns in a month.
It costs a month's
In other
wages to buy a
societies,
dried
people would
llama.
squirm at the sight.
But he has to charge that to the customer, so who cares?
Here, it's a precious
He's passing
gift
off
from the
that.
Earth Mother.
It don't
Animals
matter
are
what the
used
market
by all
price is.
societies to hold them together. They're used as food, they're used as clothing, they're used as transportation, they're used for all kinds of purposes. And the differences really among societies are the way that they choose to understand that use of animals.
Don Victor takes the llama fetus across town to his next appointment.
He's taking it on a date. He's probably got it in a little coat.
Karawaya shamans also
He's like,
treat
I'm
the
taking
health
this
of
llama
prisoners.
fetus to the coffee shop.
Fernando Romero just opened this used car lot.
No, he's looking for a car.
He's a
He's like, this
thoroughly
will give you
urban
a
man,
good
but
luck.
he owns the old
Have a
man.
discount?
His new venture is Fulton. He's asked Don Victor to bless his car lot and to pray for its success.
Put up a sign, buddy. He wants him to pray for the
rite
success of
will
his
last
car
for
lot. I said,
hours.
put up an extra sign.
It begins with sweets and amulets.
Put up a this
For
way
good
sign.
luck,
You know what I mean?
yards
Free
and
water.
circles in the
Yeah.
offering.
Free water. Anything.
Instead
Free
of
anything.
talking about healing a
Free
business,
candy.
we talk about blessing business. He is performing a blessing ceremony. And if you want to call it healing, I mean, healing, blessing, there are categories that are contiguous, that merge into each other.
Everyone participates in this rite.
Each of you select 12 cocoa leaves for me.
Each leaf stands for a request.
Obviamente. Obviously, we're asking the Earth Mother to help us to be prosperous. And the last cocoa leaf I put, of course, is for a lot of sales.
Oh, if I do candy giveaways, I can give bad candy to people I don't.
Finally, the center.
It's like a grandma
Carefully
thing to do.
decorated and
My
blessed
grandma
with a
thing.
Catholic prayer.
I'll give you candy, but it's the kind I don't like. Dream Juice, I see some
Fernando's
rappers,
breath sends
World's
the
Finest
llama's
Chocolate.
spirit on
They
its
still
way
don't
to
have
the
it at
Earth
my
Mother.
Dollar Tree, but they gotta have it somewhere because I see the rappers now. Where's this World's
A
Finest
journey
Chocolate?
hastened by flames.
I want it, I want it.
The ceremony ends at dusk, leaving Don
I'm
Victor
brainwashed.
exhausted. But tonight his weariness will give way to much worse. Around midnight, severe pain strikes Don Victor. At the hospital, shamanic tradition will come face to face with modern medicine.
Yo, it's midnight.
Coming
Like 12.
up, Don Victor sends an urgent message high into the Andes, and his apprentice organizes
Good morning,
a
AM.
long-distance
Yes, I have a
healing
lot to
ritual.
do before 8.
In place of
A
drugs
little bit of
and
work,
X-rays,
a
he
little bit of
uses a
sleep.
llama fetus
All in that
and a
8-hour
live guinea.
minus period now. 7-hour, 40-minute period. So I better get on it.
Dawn finds Don
I've
Victor
been
in a
very
hospital
effective
for only
today,
the second time in
but
his
it wasn't
life.
easy. But I better get on it. 7 hours and 40 minutes.
Daughter Maria
See you
waits for a
tomorrow.
physician to
See you
examine
tomorrow.
her father.
Make a miracle, make a miracle.